Nestled along a long and lazy river, once a town that was erected in the shadow of a forest filled with spirits, now a bustling town of carpenters and lumberers. The town of Willowshore has a long and seated reputation of being a remote village that lives hand in hand with the spirits of their neighboring forested areas. Our heroes, for their various reasons, have found themselves in Willowshore. It is a few days before a festival known as the Season of Ghosts, where our heroes will do a reenactment of certain events that transpired in the past to appease the ghosts and to make offerings to them for another year of peace. The town usually gets in the festive mood. Every year, the great spider spirit, whose statue honors the bridge, the opposite side of the bridge, at Spider Gate over here, if you guys can see that. The Spider Gate has long since protected the town from the spirits of the mountains and the forests coming into the living areas of our heroes and their families. So every year they make this huge festival, make this ritual, and appease the gods. Now, we're going to go back in time, a long way back in time. Fireworks crack over the night sky as they bloom into these scintillating, colorful patterns. We see our first hero in a small, ramshackled hut surrounded by a noisy pack of tanuki rolling over each other, trying to push each other out of the way as they stand on the grass in front of their home. About a dozen of them trying to get better views over the other. Meanwhile, one such tanuki who holds a mooncake in one hand and gazes up with a starry-eyed look. Daiji, would you describe your character and how you're feeling in the moment? What's going through your mind as you are in your family's abode as a child?
So as a Tanuki, um, festivals are really the best thing in the world. So he is very much looking forward to music, to the dancing, to the food, to the drink, maybe sneaking a little time away from his family. But, he loves his family. You got to be with family. Family is everything, but also sometimes you got to be away from family because family is everything and everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Um, and so that's really kind of his vibe right now is it's a party. This is what we live for because life is tough and you got to enjoy it when you can.
Absolutely. Your parents, your uncles, your grandparents, they're enjoying their adult juices and celebrating and the like. There is definitely an air of joy that surrounds you. Um, as you were a little bit outside of the town, you actually watch as lantern lights seem to go into the woods. This is something you are aware of, something you're familiar as part of the ritual. The abduction of the spirits, where the spirits will come into town and abduct someone. It's purely a reenactment, so they get taken out into the woods, spend the night out in the woods, and then get brought breakfast in the morning. It happens every year. Every now and then you curiously think what the breakfast actually is and if it tastes good.
Hope so.
Mm.
I mean, if you're gonna get abducted by ghosts, you should have a good breakfast. That's the whole.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
100%.
reward, right?
100%. All right. Meanwhile, elsewhere in town, Keiko, You find yourself in the forest, not looking out at the festivities or anything like that, but just listening to the loudness, the banging of the fireworks, the cheering of the people, the music, the bells, the sitars, the sorry, not sitars, the samishens, the bansuris. Everyone is sort of playing and celebrating. The otherwise peaceful forest seems to be broken a little bit. But you are traveling with someone special to you as you gather herbs in the forest. Who is this person?
Um, is it is it them at this point? Is it her at this point, or do you mean someone else?
Keiko is with someone.
Right. I don't know if this is
Not,
Zuzu
not,
or if
not,
we haven't
not,
met
not.
yet.
Yeah, not that one. No.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, she is used to being somewhat, as you said, kind of on the outside. She likes to just stay in the forest, away from the people, um, unless they need help, of course. So she is probably
You're a child as
with
well at
one
this
of
point.
the yes.
Yep, yep, yep.
So she is with probably one of the the few people who deal with her oddities and don't really make comments about it. Someone perhaps a little younger than she is that doesn't hasn't embraced being feeling put off by the fact that she's a Tengu. And I
I more meant like you're in the supervision of someone because you are quite a young
I
child.
understand. I got you. I'm sorry.
And no, that's okay.
Um,
I was just like I didn't really want to put a 6-year-old in the forest gathering herbs with a
yeah, I didn't
toddler.
know. I know you said child. I guess I didn't realize how young. Um,
Child, the
Happens,
young
man.
child, the
child.
little,
Yes.
you know,
Okay, cool. This
yeah,
makes more
yep.
sense. I'm ready for this one then. Yes, so she is probably holding the hand of a woman that looks much like she does.
Hmm.
She is walking side by side with ultimately her mother,
Hmm.
who has always taught her to appreciate the forest and appreciate
Hmm.
the life that the forest can give in various ways.
Very nice. You watch very carefully as she comforts what looks to be a small rabbit with black fur. It's being startled by the loud noises and the like. And you realize how gentle she is with everything. Though when she reaches down, you can kind of see her arm as it stretches out. Some of the feathers have sort of fallen out, revealing just the bare Tengu skin below. You can see that even though she seems so large to you right now, her body seems so frail. But she tells you, Keiko, you must always remember that kindness begins with you stretching out and lending your hand. But you must always remember that the hand that you give must look after itself as well. You can help no one if you cannot help yourself. As she does so, the rabbit kind of then at that point sort of places its head into her hand. She then, sort of pats it gently. You then see a couple of other rabbits show up, and then she gestures to the small black rabbit at its family, and then turns around and hops into the woods.
She would ask, doesn't Dad take care of you, Mom?
Of course he does. Just as I take care of him, and we take care of you. And she sort of smiles and sort of like sort of playfully tries to tickle you.
She'll try to kind of scooch away, but we'll we'll laugh. She
Hmm.
loves this. She loves spending time with her.
Now, it is getting late. We should probably head back. Your father will be waiting for us. And as we do that, we are moving to another scene. Um, at the outskirts of a construction area where some buildings are being, well, not at present, but in general, they are being built nearby. Um, in a small, cramped space in a sort of alleyway between the buildings. June, you are looking out the window, but your window barely sees much. Like, you have like a sliver of sky before you see at the top of the roof of the building adjacent to you. As Jun leans out and looks at the sky, every now and then catching the radiance of the firework, you hear a weak voice coming from behind you. It is coming from a woman that is stirring a pot of stew and porridge inside of a small fire that's in the center of your home. This is kind of like a gathering pit where they would cook the food and warm the house at the same time. Jun, come away from the window.
But I want to look at the pretty lights.
Her face softens and she says, "Your food will get cold." You watch as she goes to put the food, ladle the porridge into these bowls. It smells really, really good.
Juno will jump off like the little stool that he's sitting at as he's staring out the window and just run over for his food.
She hands you the food, but as she does, she drops the bowl by accident, the porridge spilling out onto the mat. She then begins to cough.
This is probably a regular occurrence, so he will instinctively run and grab like a towel or something to start cleaning up the mess.
You do so. She apologizes and hands you another bowl.
June will help her set the bowl down carefully on the table. Did she make one for herself?
You're very young. I'm gonna go with you're a bit too young to consider that, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You later on will reflect, and you'll probably realize in this moment that the actual pot is empty. She had enough for the two of you, but it wore out. You know what I mean? Like, and spilling it, she gave you hers. Yes.
Yeah. Then he'll just start digging in while still like taking glances at the window, trying to catch the lights.
She sort of smiles at you and cleans up. She takes the cloth from you and finishes cleaning up. She says, "One day, June, one day, I'll take you myself. We'll go out and we'll sit beneath the sky and watch the lights."
And you'll play music, right?
Mm-hmm. We both will. We'll play music to help the spirits feel at ease for another year.
I know the spirits will like your music, Mom.
Well, if you like them, then I'm happy all the same. And she smiles, having, sort of cleaned up. And, Fast forwarding a little bit to the present day. Now, Adventures in Galarian, for those of you who are fans of the Pathfinder modules, tend to be present day, or whatever year the modules were released. This, however, is an event that occurs, or these events occur, around the time of the Age of Lost Omens. This event happened in the scope of present-day Pathfinder about 100 or so years ago. A boat arrives in Willowshore, carrying upon it some travelers from a foreign land, the foreign lands of Minkai. Two samurai along with a kitsune alchemist, are about to arrive in Willow Shore. Ritsu, you and Taro are the samurai, and Zuzu, you are the alchemist. Zuzu and Taro are talking about their new life here in Willow Shore as the boat pulls into the docks.
Oh, Taro, I'm so excited. What do you suppose it's going to be like?
Probably boring, honestly. You know, you didn't have to come.
Of course I didn't have to. I wanted to. You're my brother. We've always done things together.
I know.
And besides, you make everything better.
You know, you have a knack for doing that too. Especially when we were kids. You definitely helped me through some tough times.
Well, that's what sisters are for, right? And I hug him really tight.
Taro will return the hug real quick and then try to like play it off and pull back because he's a samurai, so he can't be doing that sort of thing in public.
Makes sense.
Bet you they've got some really interesting plants around here. I can't wait to go looking.
When you do, you make sure either I'm with you or you take somebody else if you make a friend here. I don't want you going out there alone.
Ritsu will go with me, won't you?
Of course. I mean, who else than another strong samurai, right?
Knew I could count on you.
Another strong samurai. Let me know when he gets here.
Just look at Taro and like, you take that back, or you're gonna get what's coming to you.
Taro's gonna punch him playfully in the shoulder.
But, I'll punch him back.
Eventually, this playful banter starts to escalate a little bit. Not in a violent way, but like the punch to a shove, the shove to a shove, the shove to grabbing the shirt, and then realizing like there's this now tug of war as the both of you growl at each other. Zuzu, what do you do when you see that?
I sort of squeak and back away. Stop it. You too. Somebody's going to fall overboard.
As the two of you eventually cease, you disembark and find yourself in the town. The person that you meet here in Willow Shore is... Oh no, I didn't bring the book inside my room. No, it's fine. I'll do it this way. Hiya.
That guy.
That guy.
Oh man, rest in peace, that guy.
Oh, Matsuki.
Oh, look what's that? I throw Taro in the river. No, it's
Okay. All right. Let's see. Is this who we need to talk to? There you go. Sorry. Willow Shore. People of Willow Shore.
What I think would be great is you two start fighting, and then Zuzu comes over and shoves both of you instead.
Hey, Taro, do you suppose that big pompous fellow is the one you're supposed to meet up with?
Okay.
He would definitely shush her on that one. Like, you can't say those sorts of things in public.
Here we go. Okay, so Willow Shore. Yes, this is the person who you speak to. Then Granny New Harbing. Okay, cool. All right. So. There's Willow Shore. And All right, these are the people who are waiting for you. As you disembark, you find yourself presented by two individuals who represent the town. Old Matsuke, who is an elder carpenter who lives here, and Granny who is the acting captain of the guard here. They are on in age for sure, and it does make a big difference in terms of like your impressions here. You were kind of like hired here to be a sort of guards and protectors in a way, but also scouts to make sure that enemy ships don't use the river here to attack Minkai. Old Matsuke is the first to greet you. Ah, welcome, welcome. We don't often get people coming from the capital city. It is truly an honor to meet you. You're welcome, and the homes that we have been provided for you shall do more than provide you a place of comfort. It will give you a new place to call home.
Thank you very much. And I kind of bow as I hold onto my cane, kind of hunched over a little bit to hold myself up from my injury.
Taro will put his hands in front of his chest and give a respectful bow. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
Yes, pleasure. Listen, you have a job here. There are so many people who rely on the defense that we provide against not only physical threats, but also spiritual threats. They send us children to fight for us. They send us children to protect us. Have you ever seen battle? Have you ever seen real battle?
Have I ever seen real battle as I kind of hunch over to show the injury that I've obtained?
She looks at it like, very much like with a scrutinizing gaze. She says, "What?
Does it,
This little
bad?
thing?"
I was just about to ask how bad the injury actually looks, because we didn't really talk about that.
It's up to you.
It's just some sprayed.
What does your injury look like?
I imagine it's some kind of gash behind the leg, kind of hobbling me a bit. So I kind of like a little bit of a, like, I need the cane to keep me walking, at least until it heals. But I'd say there's a pretty, like, a gash onto my leg.
All right. Yep. Large gash in your leg. Yeah, so she looks at it and she says, "Yeah, no, this small thing, nothing. That is..." She lifts up her dress and reveals that her foot is missing.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that is definitely worse than this.
She
Does
says...
Ritsu say that out? Yeah,
Oh.
that would be hilarious.
That would be
I
hilarious.
think you would have by accident. Like, oh shit, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
She kind of looks she looks really proud at her war wound, and she says, "Listen, you have much to learn before you think you can protect this town. Just because you are samurai from the city doesn't mean you are prepared to deal with life here in the mountains. And you," she says, looking at Taro up and down.
Yes.
She can't think of anything. She's just sort of like, come, hurry up. We have much training to be done. And I have very little clay to work with. She puts her hand behind her back and she walks to the barracks.
I kind of look at Taro and then I just say, "Damn it, she would make fun of you." Like, kind of like, son of a bitch.
Taro's going to lean in close to Ritsu and be like, "No wonder they need our help. Get a load of these two."
They look really hardy and strong. That's
the
amazing.
old woman is built like a square, you know, like she's very
Yeah.
tough, right? The old man, he's got like very like he's got carpenter hands. He's got very very thick calluses, very hardworking individual. So Ritsu and Tara, do you go with this woman?
She told us to follow, so yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna make sure that Zuzu is still with me as well.
Zuzu, the old man, old Matsuke, will say, "Come, while your sibling looks at the barracks, I will show you to your new home."
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, you are very welcome.
Mhm.
And you are welcomed to the city of Willowshore. Okay.
Tara, we're here.
Now, before we get too far in, I want to have a quick thank you to OG Lava Kitten for the secret menu item donation.
Ooh.
We have given a divine blessing and a divine guide to a player, which we are going to deal with momentarily. Now, Ritsu, Taro, and Zuzu, a few years pass while you guys are here. During that period of time, Ritsu and Taro, you have come across a street performer, a very bizarre-looking one. They wear garbs over their entire body. Their face covered in what looks to be seals and tattoos. You're not entirely sure about this individual, but you see him every single day. You are in the market square when you see him playing his bansuri. Oh no, sorry, his what's it called? It is called a zhao.
The Zhao.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Tara, what do you think? Sounds very... I don't know what the word is. It's very consistent, but it's good.
He's talented, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Not sure how trustworthy they are, but the music's nice.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just get an unsettling vibe. So I don't know.
Okay.
I've been keeping an eye on them.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna go give him a tip. I'm gonna go give him something just because he's been out here every day, and you know, it's about time I say hello.
Jun, the gods begin to approach you.
This is not normal for him, so June will keep playing, but like the playing will get a little bit more frantic, but not like too much.
Okay. Yep.
He's just thinking to himself, "Oh, he's changing tempo. This is exciting." And I will
Taro
toss him
enjoys
5
the upbeat
silver.
tempo.
I'm gonna toss June 5 silver.
June will stop for a moment to like catch it and like incorporate it into his performance somehow.
Ooh.
Like as the silver's coming at him, he'll like do like a little spin and catch it before going back to playing with a bow.
I just look to Taro and just say, "Very talented."
That he is. And Taro will grab the brim of his hat and sort of dip it toward June.
All right. Meanwhile, on the outskirts of town, Zuzu, you have become somewhat accustomed to traveling the forests nearby. You see your friend not too far away, a Tengu who lives out in the forests in this area, who knows probably about as much as herbs and medicinal treatments as you do about chemicals and their interactions when steeped and brewed properly. You see them up ahead.
Keiko.
Keiko will kind of stiffen up a little bit and then turn and raise a wing. Zuzu!
Come see. And I'll hurry towards her with my basket. I think I found a new kind of salvia. And I'll take some leafy greens from out of my basket and hand it to her. What do you think?
Keiko has, as soon as you said it, Keiko has started trying to peer into the basket before you have even pulled it out. Where did you find it?
I found it in that trio of at the base of that trio of trees. You know that it's just down the slant, the hillock, just there.
Good job.
I like it. I don't think I've seen this before. You always find the best stuff.
I'm gonna lift it to my nose and sniff it. It does have a salvia type aroma. I'm gonna tear off a little bit and pop it into my mouth.
Okay.
Once upon a time, Keiko would have freaked out about that, but I feel at this point, she would not.
Definitely salvia. And I'll put it back in my basket. So what are you up to out and about today? Anything I can help with?
Oh, you know me. I've just been wandering around, seeing if there's anyone or anything that needs help.
I think it's wonderful what you do.
Put a hand over her heart because that's actually very sweet. And she'll say, I couldn't do it nearly as well as I do without you. I hope you know that.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say. I just love being among the growing things.
It's very beautiful, isn't it?
It is. There's a peace to be found there.
You want to go and see what we can make of these?
Yes, let's.
All right.
She'll hold out a hand.
At this point, you are both being hunted. Something is in the woods. Something is moving in the shadows, in the dark spots between your eyesight. It gets closer and closer. And Keiko and Zuzu, I need you both to make me a perception check.
First roll of the game.
Oh, perception is not great.
Gosh, I feel out of. Here we go. There it is.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Well, the target number is 15. So Zuzu, while you don't really notice anything, Keiko, you recognize something moving in the underbrushes. I think at this point you half suspect what it is. Daiji, you are hunting Keiko and Zuzu.
Poorly, because and he's not the most stealthy, but he thinks it's hilarious to try. But yeah, I will kind of start up and down and flip behind the trees and scramble up into the branches and just kind of shadow them until they're further out in the woods, and then down in front of them. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'll jump, of course, because I was completely oblivious to his presence.
And Keiko will just laugh at the whole thing.
All right. Yep. You.
Please tell me you're going somewhere interesting. I have cousins in my fur. I need to get out of the house. Where are we going? And
Keiko's gonna look to Zuzu because she found the new thing.
new thing. Nigel just stick his snout into the basket and
It's some kind of salvia I have never seen before. I know it's definitely of the salvia family, though. And I'll tear off a little bit and pop into his mouth. See? Isn't it lovely?
find it.
Well, I already have a bundle. Now we're going to go see what we can do with it.
Hey, let's go see what we can do with it.
Heck yeah! All right, let's go.
Like the
You want to play
adventuring
tag on the
crew.
way there? Feel like you do.
All right. Gathering up together, you begin to head off to explore. As this happens, Keiko, you sense something else watching you. This is what you think it is. Keiko?
I have no idea what you mean.
Your...
Oh, my story of how I become the thing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Keiko, I assume, is still holding Zuzu's hand. So she'll kind of squeeze a little tighter, not, pain crushingly. But squeeze it a little bit and say, "Do you feel that?"
Getting a vibe from you, I think. I feel that. And I don't mean the squeezing of my hand, of course, but there's sort of an electricity coming off of you right now, some sort of energy. What have you noticed?
Keiko is looking up, down, left, right, behind, everywhere, trying to find where this is coming from. And she says, I can't be completely sure, but it feels different."
Zuzu will look around, see if she can perceive anything, and sort of sniff the air.
All right.
Nigel will do the same because he sees that going on, but he doesn't really know what they're talking about.
That's fair. All right, Callie, you need to take the lead on this one because I don't know what your thing is.
Gotcha. Yep. So as they're walking, as Keiko is searching, it will take her a while because she's looking for something, I guess, of flesh and blood. And the thing that she is feeling is decidedly not. So she gets sort of this chill along her spine, and then she will let go of Zuzu's hand and whip around to look behind her. Daiji, where are you relative to her?
I would probably be maybe like a couple steps back.
Okay, then she will also sort of step forward and try to put herself between you and this thing that she sees, sort of walking between the trees. It's definitely a moment of just out of your sight. You turn and it's there, and then it's gone, sort of a thing. And she is curious. No other way to say that. She's curious. This thing might be hurt, so she will take off after it.
You feel the presence moving swiftly through the brushes. Zuzu and Daiji, they're off.
No,
Do you
I
wish
want
to
to follow her. I want to follow her, but I don't want to spook whatever it is she's trying to find. Maybe if we stay at a distance just to make sure she stays safe. Close enough so that she's safe, but not so close that we scare whatever she's after.
Fantastic idea. I'm very good at that.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay, well, let's try.
Trying's the best we could do.
This is true.
Okay, you attempt to to keep your distance. Okay. I need a survival check from Keiko.
Ooh.
Oh.
Not great.
You find yourself lost in the woods.
Well, we were staying close enough that we could see her, but not so far, so close that we scare off whatever she's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
pursuing.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is still the forest. Around a corner,
easy to
past a
get
tree.
Yep.
A lost line of sight for a moment is all it takes for Keiko to be out of sight. But Keiko, from your perspective, you have lost your bearings. What do you do?
She is going to first try to retrace her steps, which I have to imagine does not go terribly well. She's trying to see if she recognizes any, a branch broken just so. She's lived in and around this area for long enough that she's hoping to see some sort of signal that maybe most people wouldn't, but she would. And then she'll call out.
A signal.
Yeah, so you won't mark a giant arrow in the ground, but you might bend this branch this way to indicate that home is that way, sort of a thing.
Okay.
But she will ultimately call out for Zuzu and Daichi.
All right. Zuzu and Daiji, you hear the call coming for you.
Oh, wait.
Oh, well done. Keiko, we're coming.
I knew she was that way.
Knew it all along.
All right.
Absolutely.
As they head towards you, moving very, very swiftly, the creature appears in front of you. What do you see?
I see a boy. I see a young boy. That looks let's say human, why not? But he has very pale features. I think we all know where this is kind of going, just in case anyone has issue with that. And he is cold. He's shivering. And Keiko does not recognize him. So she'll kind of look around, thinking maybe this boy got lost just like she did. And she'll say, "Are you okay?" And then move closer.
As you get closer, again, you need to take control of this. This is your thing.
Yes,
so.
sorry,
Yep.
yeah.
I got nothing. I literally have
I got you.
zero for this. This is your scene.
Okay, so yes, so she will move closer, and as she gets close, he will turn around, and excuse me, he'll have a kind of terrified look in his eyes, and then he'll turn around and start to run off. And Keiko, having learned when she was younger to take care of others, will attempt to pursue, because she again thinks this boy is just lost in the woods, and she didn't mean to spook him, and she understands sometimes that when people see her they feel a certain way, so she will chase after him, forgetting to call out for Zuzu and Daiji this time. Yeah, I'll start with that.
That's okay.
Okay.
We can hear your pounding feet.
That's
All right. Further and further into the forest you go, chasing after this person. There's no footprints left behind by them, but you continue to persist.
She will ultimately come upon what looks to be like a small, I guess, family graveyard. You know, one that's not, it's not fenced in, it's just a few headstones beside one another, and they look rather old. And she knows that this is where the boy went. She saw him come in here, but then she has since lost sight of him. So she's definitely a little weary because she's never seen this before either, even though she's been around here several times. So she's investigating, and she's...
Slight point of context, I think you meant wary.
What did I say?
Weary.
Yes. Yes, thank you. She's tired. No, yes, wary. And she's calling out, and since she doesn't know his name, she's just going, little boy. And ultimately it'll take her a moment, but he will come back out and tell her that he is scared. He's lost. He can't find his mom and dad. Sorry, I'm trying not to like hijack this, so I am trying to go
What do you
somewhat
mean hijack?
fast here.
This is your backstory.
I understand. I just don't want to take all of everybody's time.
Then continue.
Yes. So she will move closer. She'll kneel down. She'll hold out her hand, and when he touches her, she will feel a cold that she has never felt before, and it just seeps into her bones. And it's kind of at that time that she most definitely has a moment of, for lack of a better term, what the hell. This is new to her. Of course, they have the season of the festival every year, but this is different. This is personal. This is in her face. So she doesn't know what to do with the information. And ultimately, she will take the boy by his hand, and she will essentially lead him off to try to find his parents, who are they're nearby. Their home is nearby. I don't want to get too sad here. Suffice to say, they lost their child, and she is trying to help him with his unfinished business of finding them so they can comfort one another one last time, sort of a thing, before he gets to move on. I don't want to make it super duper sad, so that is the gist of what I was hoping to do.
Okay, fantastic. Zuzu and Daiji, you see Keiko returning. She looks as though she's supposed to be holding someone by the hand, but absolutely is not. She has a very forlorn look on her face as she walks up to you, or walks towards you.
Oh my goodness, Keiko, you gave us such a start. Are you okay?
She's quiet for a moment. She is quiet for a moment, and then she nods and she says, I'm okay. I don't know about him.
I look at her extended hand and then nothing at the end of it. And I look at Daiji.
Daiji looked at his bottle of sake. Takes it. I don't think she stole any of it.
Keiko, who's him?
Dad, can you give me a name that is not super duper offensive for me to say?
A regular name. Most names are.
Ooh, how about Michael?
That's it'd be a very odd name for an Asian kid, but you know what?
That's what I meant. What name should I use there? I don't know.
Millions of Asian names.
I know.
Lee, there's like a million Lees.
Lee? All right. Lee it is. Isn't that a surname or a family name though? Usually
Could be. Did you
It's-
ask the boy
it's
what
Lee
his?
Lee.
Did you ask the boy what their name
It's
was?
little boy Lee.
She would have at some point, yes.
But I didn't hear you do it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. I'm giving you leeway, but if you haven't done certain things, you still haven't done them.
So she'll kind of look at Zuzu like she's gone a little crazy. Yes, I realize this is funny. And then she'll say, she'll motion with her other hand that is free and be like, him.
Daiji will squint.
What would happen if I put my hand underneath her extended hand? Do I feel coldness?
Do you do so is the question. Because I can't really answer that until you actually do that.
I don't want to inadvertently stick my hand in his head, though, because me, a player, knows he's there. I'm going to just say, I don't see a little boy.
Yes, want you to do it.
What? You want me to stick my hand through? Okay, so I'll wave my hand under your extended hand. I'm like, there's no one. There's no one. There's no one. Are you okay? There's no one here.
As
It's
soon
like us
as
three.
as soon as Zuzu places their hand inside the spectral form, the young boy disappears in entirety.
Now, what did you do that for?
Do what? I'm trying to show you there's nothing here.
How did you not see him? I found him. He was afraid and lost, and I'm trying to help. And where did you go?
Nico, we talked about eating those mushrooms.
You two are the ones eating things, not me. He was here. He was just
I know.
here.
Zuzu and Daiji take some time to comfort their friend. Keiko,
Yeah.
distressed by the encounter, you take a little bit of time before heading back down the way you came. That evening, Keiko, you are visited by something else, but that's a story for another time. As you all spend the next few months acclimating to the town, getting to know one another, a budding friendship has begun to blossom between quite a number of you, and you become familiar with each other. At this point in time, Ritsu and Taro, you are on patrol later on that evening, meaning that for the time being, you are off duty. A rare day off indeed. And for this particular day, Keiko and Daiji, you have some stuff to pick up from town, and Zuzu has agreed to come along as well. And you thought it might be a great idea for you to invite Taro and Ritsu because they're boring and stuffy and don't do anything but work. And it might be fun for you to go properly, like just hang about town and things. As for Jun, you wake up in the morning and have heard that Ritsu has had the day off. You thought you'd use perhaps this as an opportunity to show them the hospitality of this town that they probably should have gotten when they arrived, but maybe because, old lady who didn't really, Granny Who doesn't really welcome people to the town. And so you thought maybe you could do that in her stead.
Okay.
At this point in time, I'm going to invite you guys to have a look at the map of Willow Shore.
Ooh.
And I want to give you the opportunity. Now, I don't want anyone to click on these marks, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to go anywhere, any of the marked locations. that you can see as they approach. And you can meet some of the people around there. These are slowly appearing for you guys, I hope.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
All right, very well. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so you can explore any number of those areas there.
Ooh.
Okay. First in, best dressed. Where do you want to go?
I think there was an inn over here, right? Like a tavern.
That is the Milling House.
Oh, Millie House. Okay.
The inn is over here, the Thrice Blessed Inn.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, I think
I mean,
you know
we're
what.
certainly going to show them the inn. That's where the food and the drink are.
Yeah, that's where
Hell
food and
yeah.
drink live.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you begin to make you begin to start your journey for the day with a hearty brunch at the Thrice Blessed Inn. Willowshore's Thrice Blessed Inn was once upon a time a brothel founded by 3 clerics, one of Kovusachi, then of Calistria, and then of Shaylin. The brothel basically shut its windows when people stopped requiring these services without angering this small town's local family dynamics. But Mother Otis, who was the person who was the madam of the brothel, repurposed it into an inn a few years later. Thanks to the aid of the local lawyers that are actually in the town of Willowshore, she retains quite a sizable amount of the property rights to the inn, and does little nods to her old, to the old services that they provided. Some very decorative art pieces, for example, a few cheeky menu items, and decadent desserts named very scandalously. As you arrive, you see Mother Otis, a gender-fluid, half-elf innkeeper who warmly greets you as you enter. Well, if it isn't some of my most prized and honored guests. Daiji,
Hello.
I suspect
Oh,
you
sorry.
I suspect you heard tale of our special lunch menu item.
And I have been looking forward to it.
Well, I cannot wait to try it myself. The recipe has just been shipped here from Goka, and I am very, very, very eager to try them. As for the rest of you,
Elbows
please.
on table.
So, as for the rest of you, feel free to order anything you would like, and I'll have it ready for you in a moment. They go behind the bar and start to get the meal ready. You notice that they pull out a scroll and begin to unfurl it, and just sort of like nod along with it, like they were like, "Oh yeah, oh." What is arachini? Arachini. Some sort of monster. Yes. And oil and panko and okay, cool. Yeah. And she starts to boil some rice and get some breadcrumbs. Are you gonna make me describe the whole cooking thing?
Oh my god, can I
You
can
said,
I just have a bowl of rice? Because I eat rice all day, every day, if I could.
I want an order of that new recipe that she's struggling with.
All right, very well.
Yum.
So you said it was Keiko and Daiji walking us around, or?
Everyone's together.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you, Daiji and Keiko, for showing us around town.
And June.
Yep. Oh, and June too. Sorry.
Wow, that was so savage. It's like, and June's showing you around.
June's just
Oh, and you.
over on the
Yeah,
end of the
and-
table, just like taking a tiny bite of it, of like the cheapest food he could order.
Rice is also good for that.
I-
It's cheap and
yeah.
delicious.
Exactly.
Daiji will give, recommendations for the house specialties, take a look and back and see who's cooking today. Be like, oh wait, no, don't order that. Order this instead.
Oh, okay.
They don't do, usually that's come on, Tuesday. That's what you want, but he's better at this.
Okay, I'll be sure to remember that.
All right.
As I don't have any notes on me right now, but Ritsu will probably buy some kind of thing for taking notes, to get to know the townsfolk better.
All right. At this point, Zuzu, you end up stepping away to go and buy some odds and ends while the group finishes up their food. Also, we'll say farewell to Aya Janasi because she has to step away. But as for the rest of you, you are brought the house special. As well as a bowl of rice as well if you need to, but she says you won't need a bowl of rice because what she presents you with is a plate of some sort of strange sauce. It is bright red. You think it might be spicy, but it doesn't give off any kind of spicy notes. And seated on the sauce is what looks to be 3 large croquettes. So breaded, deep fried, sort of spherical orbs. 3 of them set on your plate. There are some green herbs drizzled on the top of it, along with this strange smelling cheese that puts it over. She said, Mother Otis says, please enjoy this arachi ni.
It looks so good. My mouth is already watering.
All right.
Keiko will wait for Daiji to dive in before she does.
I presume you
Just
guys.
in case.
I presume you guys have figured out
Well,
what this
absolutely, yes.
Good.
And
Not a clue.
Damn you, because now I want some arancini.
Arancini. Do you guys know what
I don't
arancini?
know what that is.
Arancini is like deep fried. Like, so basically they get a bowl of rice. It's kind of more like risotto than anything else. Like, it's very like it's soaked in stock and with some like fillings and stuff like chicken. Then it is made into a bowl, breaded and then deep fried, and then that crispy ball is then covered in a marinara sauce with cheese and parsley or basil.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want that.
Very, very often there'll be cheese inside the arancini as well.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because cheese is not so common in Asian cuisine, it would be like more sprinkled on top, like they and likely it would most likely be like curds and stuff like that as opposed to
Parmesan.
yeah, Parmesan taken off quite yet. But you enjoy it and you eat each and every one of them like so hungrily. But as the last of these strange and mysteriously delicious orbs remains on your plate, Daiji, a creature darts in through the window, jumping on the table, grabs hold of your last arachne ball, and looks at you square in the eye before leaping out the window.
Do I recognize this creature?
It's a fox of some kind, but you don't recognize it personally.
I will give chase.
Scrambling to your feet, you have never seen Daiji move quicker. As Daiji runs out of the window, do you shout anything or?
No, but I may turn into my raccoon dog form to give chase to the fox, just because, a little bit faster. So just leap. I'm
Sure, you leap out and
still just as fluffy.
all right. Anyone else making chase?
Just kind of like, oh, we got a Tanuki. Or I guess we would have realized he was a Tanuki, but Ritsu would have just been like, well, okay. Um, as if, you know what, yeah, Ritsu's a little interested in this. He will get up, but not without saying thank you to to Mother Otis, and say that I hope to see more of you and this establishment in the future.
You don't understand the nature of a
Keiko
chase,
does none
do
of
you?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Keiko
he
does none of
moves
that.
really
She calls
slow
after
because he's still
Daiji
got the
and runs
cane.
after him.
Oh right, yeah,
but
no, yeah,
he's-
that's right. No, you know, Neil's right. He still has the walking stick and the cane, so he's not actually
Yeah.
gonna make chase in the first place. So yeah. All right.
I'll try, but I won't make it far.
Yeah,
But
Cake.
Ritsu does believe in, like, what's the word? He's very polite. So he wants to thank her for the food, say, you know, I hope to see more of this place, especially if there's any, like, drunk people here that need a way home, you know, need help getting home. But I will see you later, and then I'm going to stumble my way out. Chasing
Okay.
the...
All right, sure. Keiko, you're rushing out.
Yeah, I'm calling after Daiji and then running after him.
Okay. June, what about you?
Jun will basically do the same thing as Ritsu. He'll just get up, uh, thank them for the food, bow respectfully, and then walk out, matching Ritsu's pace.
Okay. And Taro.
Oh, thank you, Jude.
Taro is going to sigh heavily and then give chase right after Keiko, probably mumbling something about my one day off.
All right. You run a short distance into the forest, and you end up going here, which is how far? Yeah, that's pretty far. That's fine. Okay. As you make your way there, you cut across the farmlands, and you can see a number of the people who are like shouting, like, "Hey, watch where you're stepping!" You know, like as you guys are pursuing things. Neil, you're not stepping on that because you're going quite slow.
Oh,
You're stepping around.
okay,
It's
that makes
fine.
more sense.
All right. Eventually, you cross the forest clearing eventually to get to the Graveside Manor, which is a cemetery, as well as a what do you call it? As well as a crematorium. There is an individual here called Yu Songji, a female elf who watches you come crashing in to the graveyard. She is an alchemist and a herbalist and does a lot in the way of like creating, I suppose, various ritualistic packets so that the town can be rid of or to avoid undead. All right. As the fox darts through and makes their way here, Yu Sonji will say, "What's going on? What's the problem? What's the distress? Why are you running through the graveyard?"
We're in pursuit of a thief. Came this way.
Daiji will hop back into his regular form, stumble a little bit. Fuck, stole my lunch. Do you see where it went?
Daiji, stop. We can get more.
Keiko, does he always do this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we gotta stop him.
Oh my lord!
She points towards the forest like that way. She's like, "I think I saw the fox go that way."
Thank you. Sorry.
I would like to listen and sniff the air to see if I can find if the fox is still here or if it did in fact leave.
Survival checks.
Alrighty.
Survival
I'm
checks
not
for
sniffing
everyone.
anything. I'm just trying to stop
God.
Daiji. So I'm
Anyone
not
who
really-
is-
Survival is untrained.
Anyone who is trying to track this this fox.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's back to the fox.
Clearly, I'm the fox.
Yeah, you
With that
realize.
survival
I'm the
roll.
fox.
Yeah, you realize that neither of you are actually dogs.
I am a fox, though. So
You know,
I mean, I'm a raccoon dog.
desperate
Yeah, I
Daiji
got an 11.
sounds.
11's not gonna do it.
as well.
You can if you'd like.
Slow moving. Yeah. I don't know. Well, it's better, but 13.
And you know what? Just for the
Yeah.
yep, that's okay.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I saw an 18. It's like,
So did I at first.
Okay, well, none of you guys can find the fox. It just seems to disappear with the Arachne. Now, as you continue to search, Keiko, you see something very odd. You don't find the fox, but you do find the lunch. You do find the ball. It is covered in a little bit of dirt and stuff. And you notice that it has been placed at at an altar of some kind.
Is there any way I could move to try to hide it from Daiji so he doesn't come over here and try to eat it?
Sure. Make a thievery check.
You what?
Oh God, no.
And
Dirt is
Daiji-
not going to
Untrained in
dissuade
that.
him.
And Daiji, you can make a perception check. I'll be back. You
I'm
guys can
sarcastic
resolve.
at that.
I'll be back. You guys can resolve that for a second. Just at the door.
oh,
Ah, yes.
nice.
So yeah, she will literally just kind of subtly stand in the way.
I mean, like,
See where it is.
it's exactly the same role.
Oh goodness.
I do believe this is a
Lost
lost
him.
cause. We can just go back and get you more.
Yeah, there's. I'm
I
sure
mean, yeah, but it was. They took rice and they fried it.
Yes, and it was very delicious.
There were still more.
Amazing.
I have plenty on my
Where
plate.
you
You
go-
can have mine.
Also, did you try
Principle
to do
of
like
the
a
matter, though.
like a dog kind of thingy? That was kind of cool.
I mean, yes.
Like,
I mean, you know, sometimes they.
I've never seen a Tanuki do that, so it's like I know what Tanuki are. I've just
Well-
never seen one do that, so that was pretty
You
neat.
know, I mean.
Oh, I through the
most-
window. Oh, I through the window.
Yeah, I mean, we usually try not to do that in front of people. 'Cause, you know, it ruins the air of mystery, right?
Ah,
You know
Don't
it
worry,
should
I
happen,
didn't see
but you
anything.
don't see it. But you know,
See what?
but yeah, I mean, you know, 4 legs are a little faster than 2.
Every turn.
Well, consider me not have seen.
I mean, you're from Minkai. There's Tanuki all over the place. You've never seen one do that, no?
Yeah, because like you said, they're trying to keep a secret, and they're somehow more better.
You know, I did just say that, didn't I? Yeah.
There's also a large family of Tanuki that live in this town. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, this town is actually 3% Tanuki.
Nice.
Actually,
his
no, probably a
family
little
is
less than that. Probably a little less.
3%.
But yeah,
Nice.
And they're all related to Daiji.
they are. Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you manage to hide the arancini from Daiji?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Surprisingly enough, an 11 does not beat a 20.
Oh yeah, great. Now, now Keiko, looking at where you found the lunch, it seems to be at the foot of an altar. The altar, if you would like to analyze it, you can make a religion check.
All right. Yep, the thing I'm actually trained in.
Oh,
It is
oh
old.
no.
It is old. It is worn. It is not the best kept thing. You
Does it look like are there fresh flowers near it or anything like that? Or is it just
No, it looks like it is well maintained. It's not like old and decrepit, but there aren't any fresh flowers or anything like that on it.
okay?
I mean, there was an arancini on it, but that was about it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. Is anybody else in the group particularly?
Oh, you're the one who's found this.
Okay, gotcha. Um. Hmm. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go. Hey, June, you're here? Yes.
Yes.
Can you read this?
He leans in to read whatever it is.
Make a religion check if you would like to inspect. Again, not writing. It's just the shrine.
Yep.
Religion. Oh, come
No.
on. No, the fuck I cannot.
Jesus.
He leans in, squints, and he goes, "I have absolutely no idea what this is."
It looks well taken care of, right? I'm curious now.
Well, you got no clue.
Right? Like, I don't know. I walk away. I don't.
Go, done. That's it. Yeah, you just walk away. It's like this. You know nothing. It's of no interest. Bye bye.
Apparently.
That's how that works.
Oh,
Okay.
a mystery for another time, I suppose.
As you leave. Cool. Keiko.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't apologize. You are haunted.
Sweet.
And if you guys can turn your gaze to Keiko's token on Fantasy Grounds. Not Fantasy Grounds, the stream, the chat.
Oh yeah.
Zoom, Twitch.
Yep, Zoom, Twitch, the whole thing. There's now a tiny fox thing there. So thank you to OG Lava Kitten for the donation of your Divine Guardian or your Divine Influence. It comes in the form of a Spirit Guardian, a fox who serves the goddess Daikitsu. Her edicts are to ensure the health of crops and vegetation, to perfect a craft or trade, and leave offerings for foxes. It also, she also is in charge of celebrating the turning of seasons, and her anathemas are to mistreat your tools, pass a beggar without giving alms, discriminate against sex workers or the lower class, commit murder or torture, and harm the innocent. That is the anathemas to her. Because you have taken an offering from her altar, she is going to curse you temporarily. What that'll mean, we'll discover. But you are currently being haunted by this this tiny little spirit. It will turn into an ally eventually, but for now, it's just you stole the offering that it took.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Yeah, that happened. Okay. Well, unfortunately, with the fox, with the fox disappearing.
Oh, it's funny that this is the second game in a row that Callie has been cursed by a god.
Well, the first one I deserved, but this one I was just trying not to let my friend eat dirt.
Hey, it's slightly and temporarily cursed.
That's true. But you know what could have easily worked on that too.
Hmm.
Talking to him.
See, so what I said, I intended to just step in front of it, not pick it up and pocket it. But I assumed when you said thievery, you understood that I picked it up, so I just went with it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's good because it adds to the story. I more meant you could just tell Daiji like, hey,
Don't eat the dirt.
don't eat the dirt thing.
I mean, he seemed very into this
I
this ball.
he did with his
There's extra flavor.
Dirt is extra
That's-
flavor. Yes,
that's-
yes, yeah.
That's
Give me the rolls.
again all fair because you guys are such good friends. You understand each other. All right, now as you guys head back to the town, you are approached by old. What's his name? You are approached by old Matsuki. He is carrying flowers for someone that he is going to visit their grave, as well as some steamed buns and some incense and the like. He's also got a bucket with some like cleaning tools in it to like clean the gravestone and stuff. As he sees you, he goes, "Ah, just the people I wanted to see. It brings me great joy that I was able to bump into you so early in the morning."
Oh, Matsuki, hello.
Hello. As you all know, the season of the Ghost Festival is about to be upon us. And this year, I was hoping to nominate you all to be among the kidnapped people that have been taken by the spirits for this year's reenactment.
Us?
Mm-hmm. You have been in Willow Shore for some time now, and many people have grown quite fond of both of you, Ritsu, Taro, and all three of you, Ritsu, Taro, and Zuzu. And Keiko, Daiji, and Jun. It is very rare to see the three of you in town and feeling so much a part of the community. I'm sure that there are many who would love to see you and to celebrate you as well.
Keiko's gonna kind of withdraw. She's not, social, very good at this social thing.
Eiji has always wanted this to happen and has dreamt about it since he was a child.
Dream come true.
The tales of the breakfast afterwards. And he's not really one on formalities, but he will actually respectfully bow and say, "Thank you."
You mean while your tail is betraying your actual feelings?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's like a lab. That's waiting for someone to come home. Yeah.
Jun?
Jun hesitates and goes, I would be honored, but I have to take care of my mother. I can't leave the house for that long.
Yes, no, I have heard of your mother. I hope that she is at least feeling a little bit better. You know what? Here. He walks over to you. Not you. Walks over to you, the herbalist who lives here. And she says, "Hey, you, me, you, me." It's fine. Who's on first? What's on second? Have you guys watched what was it called? What was it called?
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour, yeah. The
yes.
yeah.
I am you.
I am you. You are
I'm
me.
not blind. You are.
No,
deaf.
me is blind.
Or is it-
I'm gonna whoop all your asses.
My favorite scene of the movie.
It's such a good one. All right. So he goes over to you and says, "You have the medicine for Jun's mother." She goes, "I can have some prepared, of course, but it's and she kind of whispers something to him. He then sort of like, gestures and says, yeah, so there's some exchange there. He then pulls out several mandarins and places it in her arms. She keeps refusing them, but he keeps putting them in there and he keeps talking. Eventually she sighs and she says, no, fine. And she hands him a little paper bag. He takes the paper bag and gives it to Jun, and he says, I hope this will help. It is a very strong cough medicine that my mother used when she was feeling ill. Maybe perhaps if she is well enough this evening, she could even see you joining the parade. But if not, I hope that she recovers soon. And he sort of smiles and just sort of pats you on the shoulder.
June almost like immediately tears up. He's like, I can't accept. I can't. He just starts fumbling over his words.
He says, "Accept what? Accept something that I purchased with some mandarins that grow in my garden? Don't worry about it. Just look after your mother."
I put a hand on June's shoulder and I just say, "Just take the gift. It is an honor."
Fun fact: Asian culture check. You ready for this? Asian culture, physical contact is actually a sign of aggression.
Oh.
Generally speaking, you do not touch people unless you are invited to do so. Unless there's someone very intimate to you, you do not make physical contact. It is why bowing is very important. It is why things like handshakes don't really happen.
Okay.
Yeah, physical contact.
Instead, I just kind of stand next to him and just be like, just take the gift. It is an honor. Your mom would love to see you in the parade or in the festival.
June just silently nods and bows and thanks.
Okay. He says, he excuses himself and he goes to tend to his wife's grave. Meanwhile,
big news.
Yeah, you've gotten great news. Now the festival is in a couple of days, so you do have some time, and of course, more of the city to explore before then. But I think for the time being, this is a good place to leave out because I don't want to explore too much of the city without ire. You guys have gotten to know the characters and gotten to sort of play them in their space a little bit. So why don't we use the last little length of today's stream to finish the Session 0 stuff and go over and analyze kind of like how our characters reacted and things that we liked, things that we didn't like, things that we might like to change. Because this is where we do that sort of stuff. So let's start with Zuzu. Zuzu, what do you think? No? Okay, that's fine. No, I thought Zuzu. Honestly, I thought Zuzu was a lot friendlier than I thought that Zuzu was going to be. Because joining with Keiko and Daiji, who are both like sort of self-designed like outcasts to the town, I thought Zuzu was going to be like, like kind of a Breakfast Club vibe. Like we're all people who were like pushed away, therefore, we bonded together. But I love the fact that Zuzu was like very vibrant and very social and very much like, like, oh yeah, no, I love my brother and I love the town and I love this and I love that. It's a very, very upbeat character, which I thought is gonna be awesome for a horror game. Like because I get to see all the reactions and things. Even the bit where she was trying to help Keiko with the ghost child was also very much a really welcomed kind of exploration of that space too. I think it would have been interesting to see Ritsu in that scene too, but we didn't really have the opportunity to put Ritsu there yet. So, but yeah. All right. Daiji, what about you?
So I mean, definitely starting to get my footing.
Good.
It's always coming in with a new table.
Mm-hmm.
The only person I've really played with, and besides Ira, of course, because I play with her all the time, is Marcus. So it's good to get to know everyone and be able to play off of them. I'm looking forward to being a bit chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
but not going too bonkers. And I think a little bit of that. Um, and as far as how he fits in town, like kind of an outcast, but more I think self-outcasting just because he needs some space from his family. He's
Mm-mm.
in town, he's out of town. People know him, but also, you know, there's probably plenty of people who are just like, oh look, it's another Tanuki. Um,
Mm-mm.
so, but he's got his haunts, such as the inn. Um, but
Nice.
yeah, no, I enjoy him. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with him.
Nice. Love that. All right, June. What about you?
I'm absolutely loving the party chemistry so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking the fact that everyone's characters kind of work well with each other already, and even just personality wise, I think they all kind of mesh perfectly. And I'm absolutely loving playing June already.
Nice. I love that too. I also love the dynamic that we got to build with your mother already. Whoa, what
Yeah.
happened there?
Ooh.
So Fugitek has been having weird updates today, and it's been an issue all day. Nobody's happy with the updates because
No,
they keep breaking everything.
they absolutely do.
I mean,
Let's.
a giant red square with the big warning error. That's universal
That's what you want
sign
to see.
of
The
my
seasons
app is
are
broken.
already upon us. Oh no.
Yeah,
I
and
know Keiko, Taro, and Jude all died at once.
yeah, the hard bit.
Yes.
Yeah,
My rivalry
yeah
won out.
the hard bit is right now they're trying to like start up their program as a subscription service instead of a free app, which is what it was before. So they
Mhm.
changed the UI, they changed like how it all fits together. It took me ages to learn how to do it. It's not hard, it's just troublesome. And
Shouldn't it
nothing
work better if they're getting paid for it?
they should, but they're not. They basically, yeah,
Yeah,
basically this is where everything's like messing up. But it's fine. It just looks like that now. Okay. Moving on real quick. I'm glad. How did you feel about the scenes with your mother? I didn't want to make your mother like, like you can tell that she's unwell, but she's not like on death's bed. That was kind of my vibe that I was trying to go with her.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that she clearly shows that she cares,
Mm-hmm.
and it was fun playing Little June for a little bit.
Nice. I'm glad you like that too. What about Keiko?
Thank you for letting me do that whole scene thing. Like I was worried about doing a shit job, but the more I did it, the more comfortable I felt with it. So that really helped me. And I will say, not me, but I love Daiji's energy. I love Zuzu's energy, and I think they're really going to help my character not just be a sullen, sad, always in the back of the pack type person. So I'm appreciative of that.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. And yeah, no, it was good. I'm really glad that I gave you that scene, mostly because I wanted, because this is technically backstory. I want you to show me what your vision of your backstory is, rather than just sort of telling everyone, "Hey, I'm a witch, and this is some witchy stuff
By the
that's going
way,
on."
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so it was good that we touched on that because, now we can hit on a bunch of different, like, little elements when it comes to the patron and a whole bunch of other stuff. The Fox is awesome as well, so what we're actually going to do here is we're actually going to give you a special power to begin with for the secret menu item, Keiko. And that is one spell per level that you would normally get will be a divine spell. You get a free divine spell each level.
Dude, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. Now it still costs you the same. Like you don't get any extra spell slots or anything like that. But it just opens up the versatility of your character to also include divine spells. Now the other side is that this creature can understand common can understand your common very very easily, but can't reply. It is a highly intelligent creature and a spirit. It is going to try and guide you guys and give you some like religious bonuses, but that's about it. It is not going to fight in combat. Its version of fighting in combat is giving Keiko some spells.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Taro, what about you?
I was muted. That's me. Yeah, so there's a whole side of Taro's personality that we didn't really get to see tonight, so I'm looking forward to sort of exploring that because we really got to see the side of him that's been trained to be the way he is. There's a whole thing in his backstory. When we were doing the stuff as kids, I was like, oh, sweet. And I had all these ideas in my head for Taro's as a child scene, which didn't happen, but that's totally fine. But I have all this stuff in his backstory that led to where he is now. So he's very, his house's colors are, tranquility, humility, pureness, all that kind of stuff. And he is not those things. He's young, he's brash, he's hot-headed, he's impulsive, but he has also very much been bred from a child raised in this honor-bound society. Everything sort of rests on his shoulders. He has to present this professional, honorific sort of facade in public. So that's what we got to see tonight. So I'm really looking forward to like exploring the other part of his personality later, which I think this group will help bring out of him more.
Awesome. Love that.
Daisy is gonna take Taro for sake tasting night.
Hell yeah, he is here for it.
All right. Ritsu, what about you?
I'm just excited for more DAG Asian culture checks for the future.
Oh look, they'll happen. They'll happen from time to time, and they're not supposed to call people out and be like, "How dare you?"
Yeah.
But it's
I know.
the thing is with games like this, I do want to stay honest and true to the vibe and to the style. Because I think it's important. I think it's good because it also shows us a different thing to the typical Euro fantasy adventure, and it's those little things that make a big difference. Like, for example, if you notice like the old man hugging Granny Yu, for example, you could go like, oh my god, that's like the most scandalous thing. A hug? What the hell? I didn't know they were fucking
fighting.
Oh,
that too.
But yeah. but yeah, there's
But I'm liking the like June said, or like Marcus said, I'm liking the party dynamic. Really enjoy the rivalry that I've got with Taro going on, especially like that as a being like the whole physical confrontation of us being like, like like actually kind of like slight fighting because of the rivalry. So it's like that'll be fun.
Nice.
But yeah.
Cool.
Other than that, being able to meet like a bunch of people in town as well, because I know Ritsu's gonna want to be like protecting everyone.
Nice, and we are gonna meet some more people in town and stuff. So, but this is the official end of the session 0 stuff. So when we come back, you guys will be going into like my version of our session 1 of the campaign. Again, if anything wants to change between then and now, please just send a message on the Discord, and we'll make some changes and stuff. Nothing today is set in concrete. It was just an open play space for you guys to do as you would. And I think everyone got a little bit of something, Some definitely more than others, but that's okay too, because, like, again, figuring out those little bits and pieces can be challenging, and I'd much rather you guys have a safe space to be able to do that, because as a game master, that is your responsibility. Do you want to create a safe space for your players to express themselves and feel comfortable and secure? And I hope that I made you guys feel that today.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. I forgot one last thing to mention, actually, now that I'm looking at chat, because I was so swept up by stuff. So, first of all, thank you again to all the people who donated, which are OG Lava Kitten, who donated for our Ghost Fox, but also McClover, who donated to give everyone 2 hero points for the start of our campaign. So, that is going to be a great start to our adventure as we kick off into the game. We are also at 31% of our DAG survival check. At the end of our DAG survival check this month, I know I didn't mention it at the start of the game, but I'll mention it now. The end of our DAG survival check, we'll then start our fundraiser for the DAG crossover event, where people are going to be switching seats and joining different campaigns. It'll be a whole thing. So so stay tuned for all of that. But in the meantime, follow our Discord. Go and check out all the cool stuff that we do. I'm going to be posting back on Facebook and Instagram very soon, especially regarding this game. And if you guys want to check out all the cool and fun action, be sure to keep an eye on the space, because we'll hopefully get to hear thoughts from our wonderful community member Cass on the events that transpired today. So thank you, one and all. Now, guys, my name is Marco. I'm the Dead Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. We'll be back Friday morning for the 7 Dooms of Sandpoint. But until then, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not is free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks!
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.
Oh, wait,
Bye.
sorry. There is no, my apologies. There's no game on Friday. Next game is Pray for Death. Pray for Death on Sunday. Yes. Okay, now I'll go.